literally what Mother Earth was trying to say. Slow down. Do you really need to be in your cars, one person at a time on the highway, everybody going to Los Angeles at the same time? Do all of you need to be clogging up the air? Do all of you, do all of you need to do that? You all, and we just like, we all need to fly places, and we all need to get places, and we all need more. We need more. We need more. And now you're realizing, what do you really need? What do you need to be happy? Why don't you create a sacred space in your home this week? Why don't you decide that somewhere in your home, you're going to make a corner or a room or even just an altar. It's going to be your place that you go to, where you have your journal and a beautiful pen. Oh, I have the most beautiful pen. Here's another one. Like, I love really nice pens. Look at this one with the crystal on top. I have another really nice pen in my room I bought. And why don't you get some nice little statues? You can order them on Amazon. Don't go shopping for them. Get yourself some rosary beads or some mala beads. Get yourself whatever makes you feel good. Build yourself a nice statue. I mean, a nice little sacred space. If you can put a little chair beside it or a meditation pillow, why don't you practice meditating for the first time in your life? Why don't you get yourself into such an incredible place that when the world lets you back out of your cage, you don't want to go back to it. You actually realize, I love the life I've created here. I've put some energy into sprucing up my house. I've cleaned things up. I'm really taking the time now to cook some meals for myself, and to know that when I get back to work, I want to keep that healthy eating. So maybe I'll make a few of those bean dishes and freeze them. It's just a different perspective. And then guess what's above desire? I want to get back in the world. I want to still make money. I want to, well then, you know what's just above desire? Anger. Okay, ladies, I'm just gonna say it. Aren't you angry that you don't have a nest egg, that you could be off work for 6 months and not be afraid? Aren't you angry that you've got yourself into a situation where if you had to go on a lockdown for a couple of weeks, you're in a panic? Aren't you angry? Aren't you angry about that? I'll tell you one thing, I'm not gloating, and I have to be very careful on social media, but there is a part of me that I want to say to all the naysayers that told me, you can't build an online business, even my Sway, my Simply Woman accredited yoga. Yeah, yes, I spent $60,000 on the damn business plan, and I had all kinds of people saying, that's brilliant. But a few people saying, that's gonna take millions and millions of dollars to build. Why didn't I effing build it? Because right now, every yoga teacher would have their own classroom that you could be doing, and you could be seeing your students just like this. Anyways, why don't you launch your online yoga business right now? Because women will still want to do yoga with you. All your students still want to do yoga with you. Why don't you offer them that you can set up your webcam, and you're going to still lead them through that class, and you're going to stay together, and you're going to have your own little private Facebook group, and you and your yoga students are all going to stay connected. I don't mean to gloat, but I will make more money with this happening. I will make more money because more women are saying, I want to stay busy. What course can I take? What can I do? I've had women calling over the last couple of days saying, is it too late to get into that personal empowerment course that started in February? Because I know now I'm going to have a couple weeks on my hands. I'd really love to get into that. Why don't you decide, I'm never going to be in this situation again? Why don't you decide? Why don't you let anger, and then what's just above anger? Pride and dignity. Well, what would pride and dignity have you do? Figure out how to make sure that you are an autonomous woman who can take care of herself. Figure out how you can make sure that your needs will always be met, because you've created a life that you're going to take care of yourself. Show your children, if you have children, don't panic. Don't panic. You'll be okay. And if you're not okay right now, decide that you're going to take this opportunity to get things figured out for you. Anger is also action. What would courage have you do? Resonates just above this. Based on what you know, based that you're going to be at home for a few weeks, are there things you could sell online? Do you want to start putting things on eBay? Do you have toilet paper for sale? No, I'm only kidding. Don't be that person that starts selling toilet paper for $100 a roll. But start thinking about the things that you could sell. Do you do tarot readings? Why don't you start offering them? Like, why don't you really have the courage now to do it? Do you know what I did with one of my ladies in one of my groups? I actually said to her, she wants to launch yoga. I said, listen, you do this. You do this and I'll do this for you. She's like, I really want to launch my yoga business. I said, okay, listen, you go on your business page today. You go on your Facebook today and you do a yoga class and I'll do a swatch. I'll do a group watch. Like I'll start a watch, whatever it's called, a watch video. And she said, I put over 100 people on my fan page today because I shared her video. And at one point there were 30 of us all doing yoga with Joanne on Monday night. So Joanne said, would it be too much for me to do it again on Tuesday night? I said, no, but this is what I would do. Pick a schedule, let people know what they can count on. They'll start to get in the habit of every night at 7 o'clock, I do a slow flow with Joanne. Oh, I do a yoga unwind. And I do a meditation and I get calm. And after 2 weeks of that, when they fall in love with you, then you can invite them into a membership group that they get blah, 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 and yoga classes with you. And it's $25 a month. And guess what? You're off. You just started your business. See, I always take the lemons and I turn everything into lemonade. I really do. And so when my husband says, I think it's just that you've been just so much trauma in your life that it doesn't even affect you. I say, this isn't trauma. I have created a life to know how to live from my home. Should anything like this ever happen, I will never be at the mercy of a boss. I will never be at the mercy of a man or a boss or the government even. I will control my income. I will control my life. I will control what I do. I control my home. And I've actually created a home where it's absolutely beautiful. It's 4,000 square feet. We have a pool. We have a bonfire pit. We have a tennis court. We have a basketball court. We have a baseball diamond right there. I have created a life. I have my little retreat center, which we won't be doing any retreats in the next little while because we can't get together in person, but I've created a life. Am I gloating? No, it was on purpose. There's this purpose-driven life. And if you don't decide to get a purpose-driven life, you're going to be literally feeling like you're a sailboat out on the ocean and you just got to take whatever the waves give you. And you just got to take whatever the wind blows, however it blows. But even that, even if you're a sailboat out on the ocean, you know what I've learned? It doesn't matter how big the waves are. It doesn't matter how crazy the wind is. I choose how I will set my sails.